Top stories. JCLP's 13-hour cease work call cripples normal life in Valley districts. Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. Now let's see the news in detail. The 13-hour cease work called by the JCLPS in protest against the centre's refusal to give assent to the Protection of Manipur People's Bill 2015 and putting the other two bills on withhold by the centre has paralysed normal life in most parts of the Valley districts today. The cease work began from 5 in the morning, will conclude at 6 in the evening today. No passenger vehicles were seen plying the roads in Imphal and other parts of the Valley districts. People's presence at Kwaraman Market was minimal as the market area wore a deserted look today. All shops barring few remained shut at Pauna and Thangal markets, and shops at Gambir Singh Shopping Arcade and on BT roads remained closed. Most of the oil pumps also remained closed in Imphal. However, no untoward incident has been reported so far. On the other hand, even as the JCLPS has called a 13-hour cease work stir today, some people at Uripok were seen blocking the road from Uripok flyover starting point to Naremthong. Even the vehicular movement related to religious ceremonies were not allowed to pass. Occurrence of a few confrontations between some people trying to go by the blocked road, saying that the JCLPS has called for cease work but not burnt, has been reported. On the other hand, JCLPS cease work call has badly affected other marketplaces, including Yaripok Bazaar. People of the area came out in streets and blocked roads around the market. Many people were also seen blocking the Imphal-Ukrul road at many points along the road. Many vehicles which were plying the road have been reported damaged by the roadblockers there. Senior advocate Kaidem Mani, during a discussion program on ISTV today, expresses views on how the issue arising over not giving assent to the bill, Protection of Manipur People's 2015, and keeping the two other bills on withhold by the President can be resolved.
Bill Manungda Protection of Manipur People Bill 2015 asi withhold tore asi pura yadre aduna masigi matang dadi aikogi laiba June July Gilorakpa July gi swaida Assembly Special Session ama phamaga anauba bill ama putoktana indigenous people kanana bigi matangda maikai khudimaki khanaraga Assembly da pass tawraga thaba chumi aduga ani suba amasung ahum suba bill MLR and LR Act koige 7th Amendment Bill 2015 Sovereign Establishment Second Amendment Bill 2015 Hairiba Bill Ani Asidi Haujimak President na Yaya de Haidribanina SNP Dribanina Madu SNP Nabi Damukta experting a Kanigi Gini Haibase Asidi Yam Karadi and Bachangi Adumapu Matam Tang Lobase Masi Jumde Tara Romase Asilerabakanda Bill Amana Yadre Anina Hauji Kanigini Haibase Masi Matam Tangmali Aduga Asisu yam tu na taurerga passed over chumi natragadi Manipur people Manipur praja singi sounding ba khoi sauna ba adu punamagase masi makata na koi thingba ngamoy maramaduna hauji Manipur sarkar na tawbigadabse bill ahum sigi yaraktriba bill se masi mahut amasindo erga yam thuna assembly puthokna ba hona biu loinana lemori ba bill ani ase masi athuba matamda President gi SNP na ba yam thuna yam kanna takchen chumi haina ithamjani.
Many sections of the society have condemned the decision of the centre with regards to giving assent to the 3 ILP bills amid the ever-growing people's agitation on ILP issue in the state. Chief Secretary O. Nabakishore has said that the roads from Imphal to Moirang and Imphal to Moree will be upgraded to 4 lanes soon. In an exclusive conversation with the ISTV News, Chief Secretary further said, for this, necessary land acquisition from Palel to Moree has been already completed. Besides, the Ministry of Road and Transport has approved for construction of road from Wangjing to Kudengthavi via Hairok and Machi. It will overcome the many hardships faced by the people if sometimes called Imphal-Moree Road by some bodies. The Chief Secretary also said, under the Look East policy, many Southeast Asian countries will be connected easily. On the other hand, the National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited (NHIDC) has also agreed and informed to the state government to submit the detailed project report for improvement of Imphal-Ziri Road, including widening of Takil to Wahengbom Laikai as 4 lanes and Takil to Jiribam as 2 lanes. The government has completed detailed project report DPR and will be submitted soon. On one hand, the state government will urge the ministry for widening the road from Imphal to Moirang Pok as 4 lanes too, he added. When talking about the present conditions of bridges along the Imphal-Ziri Road, the Chief Secretary said the necessary land acquisition for upgradation of 2 valley bridges, that is Barak and Makru, will be upgraded as RCC bridges, and making detailed project reports have been prepared and construction work will be completed within 2 years. On the other hand, the process for construction of Imphal to Tamanglong Road via Kangchup is in good pace. Besides, making DPRs for construction of Tamanglong to Haplong and Tamanglong to Tosem have started. These roads will connect the roads from Samastra via Silchar. The roads will constructed such a quality that it need not to be repaired the road for about 7 years. Besides, making DPR for construction of road from Tadubi to Ukhrul via Toloi is in progress. Moreover, another DPR for construction of road from Ukhrul to Nagaland via Jisami is also in progress. Another DPR for construction of road from Imphal to Kohima as 4 lanes has started and will urge the ministry to approve it. If such projects were completed in time, the next 2 to 3 years, Manipur could be made good relationship with the other neighboring states and will take part in the rates of development in the country, the Chief Secretary affirmed.
Sina Imphal to Jiribam gi lambi sisu masi amu hen improve tawnaba kodamana habada Imphal legina a Moirang Pok adagi Kaithel manbi sibabudi khoi 4 lane oinaba mai tawnaba sarkar da haijani aduga ngasai chingi portion do bode 2 lane oiba adai khoina hoju hoju makoina hairam bai matungina khoi barak amasum makru bridge ani si sanaba gi DPR saba loigre masi gi lane equation loigre tendering bawa ngasi ngarang gi manung moi tender tawgre duna sumai tawna ngasai gi lambi thongchi pharakpa sahi ani hong gi matung dadi Manipur ra yamna khoi connectivity se Assam ga orsu Nagaland gi orsu somna Myanmar ga orsu yamna pharaktana ngasai gi khoi gi chawkhatpagi adumba lamjenda khoi yawbada yamna khudong chagani haina tumai tawna khoi thamjage.
The winning candidates of Bharatiya Janata Party of ward numbers 15, 16 and 17 in Singjamai Assembly constituency in the IMC election, namely Thokchom Bankim, Thokchom Elijah and Lesangbom Lokeshwar, were given a warm welcome at the reception function organized by BJP Singjamai Mandal held at the residence of Treasurer of the Mandal, Oinam Roman at Oinam Tingil. President of Mandal Joy Kumar and many others were present. Oinam Roman said winning all the total 3 seats of councillors by BJP in Singjamai Assembly constituency is one of the grand success. In the coming general election too, the party has high hope that BJP will win. The total 3 seats won by BJP for councillor election clearly shows that people of the constituency want to see change in the governance, he emphasized.
Assembly election Singjamai awon ma soidegni soide poragani habate councillor ahum chigi atoba mek na khudamni masi haraga akhoi Singjamai da awon ba BJP gi hapu ma soidra lagle habate.
Directorate of Fisheries has released 40,000 fingerlings of different varieties of fish in the southern portion of the Kangla Mort today. District Fishery Officer Imphal West, Imphal East, Thawal and Chief Executive Officer FFDA Imphal donated 10,000 fingerlings each. Consultant to Government of Manipur, Dr. R.K. Nimai, Commissioner of Art and Culture, K. Radhakumar, Secretary of Fishery Department, Gopi Mete, Additional Director of Fishery Department, E. Surchandra, Fishery Officer of Imphal West, Aids Biramani, and other staffs were also present. As the construction of retaining walls to beautify the Kangla Mort has been completed, the fingerlings were released. On the other hand, instead of keeping it unused, it is better utilized by releasing fingerlings, which will benefit the people to a certain extent, and it is one of the sources to enhance the natural beauty of the Mort. The authority informed that as soon as the construction of the northern side of the Mort is completed, fingerlings will be released there too.
Idea di nga si yang merasa fazai, atau ga bagi area pada ising asal buat pada ini ena sawa tanpa si sedih sedang nga seksi lagi juga, bagi mana pergi yang kadar macam dah mana pergi tu kan ni hai pergi asal dah singa sikit ada zaman pergi satu pergi western di northern side ke situ same hello juga supaya tahu juga mana nak tempat ada juga.
Condemning the act of the authority concerned in which Soraisam Memsana, who is the CPI candidate for IMC election for the councillor of Ward number 27, was declared winner through media yesterday, but only to be disappointed as an INC candidate was declared the actual winner later. A complaint has been made to the RO and the Secretary of State Election Commissioner regarding the confusion that has been created. Soraisam Memsana has appealed to the authority concerned to recount votes and recheck the figures as the INC candidate Herojit Ngangom was declared winner later by getting 8 votes more than that of Memsana. This statement was given by Memsana while addressing a press meet held at our residence today. She further said a request has been made to the authority concerned not to give away the elected certificate before the recounting and rechecking of the votes. On the other hand, Dushan, who was the election agent at the polling station for the ward, wanted to know how the votes were claimed to be rechecked yesterday before the second declaration without the presence of election agents. Secretary of CPI State Council, Dr. M. Nara, said the act of the authority concerned clearly shows that some anomaly was done for sure. The matter will be handled legally and morally, he asserted.
Counting ward asigi manungda leiriba polling station tare adu ikon kona tungana figal. What is the reason? Adigi di kare na pausi sabukda lampokra matungda amka recount to di second candidate su khangde agent su khangde karamba kanda karamaina moida recount to dori. What is the authority? Where lies the legality of that counting? Adu nipan hela kai guys di CD Chayam Chandra legally you fight down here because morally we can't tolerate such kind of manipulations. Achumba pangno hona bata we have to struggle. Democratically we fight down. Chungwani I have sida in Salajay. I will go now. We will meet them. Karmai Pokimno Potis clear point here. This kind of manipulation can never be tolerated.
MLA of Andhra Assembly constituency Tate Siam Kumar has refuted the allegations made against him by Dr. Nimai Chand Luwang through media that he has misused rights of National Food Security Act worth about 34 lakh rupees. The allegations are totally wrong and baseless, the MLA said, adding that he will take up legal action for defaming him. The MLA ventilated his resentment at the press meet held at his official quarter today. He further stated that for Andhra Assembly constituency, making rations card has not been completed yet. Some AAY cards are yet to be distributed. The allocated rice meant for distribution for the month of April had already been distributed to the beneficiaries. Making false allegations against him to tarnish his image is condemnable and very unfortunate, he said.
Sirin Hakpam Imaisan Singna, Shumba Yumpam Yogdaba, Sas Mayama, Tawasi, Yam Labak Tibani, Mak Masamaksu, Kwaki Tamanga, Karamaba, the Horan Tito, the Naching Tau, Tum Hurandana, Kanturan Taudana, Bajan Port, Kada Misamana, Andro Kendra Gumada, Samana Kogi, Yamna Kogi, Mina Kong Singna, Habib, Yam Tagale, Adubu, Sumna, Asengba, a great number do, Madu in a Hainma Pami, the man, a question to be visit, Takuning Shake the Wiani, and the Hujuzik, public platform Mamada, Prazazingi, saying, Si Quatamayamsi, Horok Pateno was about the public platform Mamada, Mala Aga, I Baton Tojarake, Patana public platform Mamada, Wa Nangusiani. Adu Mana Haimiamsi, Sumbe Halagadi. Any Prazana, people Dandido in Logani, Adu Karumba, Mazina Karumba Sumba, Arama Prazama, Mediaki, Tonga, Ayum Tinaba Amadi, Andrew Kendra Prazasum, Tinaba, Sumato Pomsti, Koi, Aing Tonga Lemna Kaktar.
One China-made hand grenade has been found placed under a Tata Indigo car at the parking place of the city hospital at Chimerong around 8 this morning. The bomb has been safely removed by the police. The identity of those who left the bomb and their motive is yet to be established. Lok Janashakti Party Youth Front organized a political conference at Kumbi Ward number 3 in Kumbi Assembly constituency. The conference was organized with the objective of developing Kumbi Assembly constituency on a par with the modern standards. Pradhan of Borayangbi Gram Panchayat Lesangthem Inaucha Mitay, ex-councillor of Kumbi, and Ranjit Singh, social worker Amuba, spokesperson of Lok Janashakti Party and Ibohal Mitay, and president of the Youth Front W. Kanekar attended the political conference. And Ibohal, who is going to be the candidate of the party in Kumbi Assembly constituency, appealed to the people to give up the habit of casting votes for candidates who are either their relatives or acquaintances. It is time people knew the contributions of the candidate to the society, he added. Others who spoke at the conference had a common view that the constituency has been left far behind others in the state in all aspects. Therefore, it is time people of the constituency supported only the candidate who can really bring the positive change. University Grants Commission UGC has informed that there has been no change in the reservation policy for SC, ST and OBC candidates in faculty positions in universities. In a letter to the Registrar of Universities, UGC informed that there has been no change in the guidelines for strict implementation of reservation policy of the government in universities and other grant-in-aid institutions and centers. The Commission said that in teaching positions, reservation for SCs is 15% and STs is 7.5% applicable for assistant professor, associate professor and professor. The letter added that in case of OBCs, 27% reservation is applicable only at the level of assistant professor. UGC's reaction came against the backdrop of RJD Chief Lalu Prasad Yadav alleging that the centre is trying to do away with 27% quota for OBCs in recruitment of professors and associate professors in central universities. A newly constructed school building of MK Higher Secondary School at Yaripok, Bisnunaha was inaugurated by Parliamentary Secretary of IPR, K. Megachandra today. Principal of the school, Y. Biren, teachers, students and people of the area were also present at the inaugural ceremony. Parliamentary Secretary K. Megachandra said human resource will be developed only when education sector is developed. The school inaugurated today will greatly benefit the students, he added.
Guardiansing adagi sama kendra sigi mahut sinjariba MLA wene lejariba hangnasu angamba sarkar ki tangai khudaba lakku wafamdo aina mateng pangjagani amasung masigi sarkar dagi NOC pinanaba process tawiba masigi laiba mayang singsi soidana sarkar na pinanabagi damakto aina sum angamba dai.
One Muhammad Sadat, 29 years, a resident of Long Turel Ahanbi, Ataukong, has been arrested by city police while he was allegedly trying to steal a Honda Activa which was parked near the MPP office. In connection with the 29th death anniversary of Kongkham Sangai Memorial Trust Nambol felicitated meritorious students of the area at a simple function held at Public Theatre Nambol. Sahitya Academy Awardee K. Jadumani, founder president of the trust H. Biren, attended the function. President of IPOC, Sapumcha Jadumani, has categorically stated that the disapproval of the 3 bills passed by the Manipur Legislative Assembly to save the indigenous people of Manipur clearly proves that the centre does not want to save the indigenous people. He said this at the press meet held at IPOC's office today. The 2 political parties went to Delhi to put pressure on the central leaders for enactment of the 3 bills, but they have been found to be misleading the people. All 60 MLAs should resign. The Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act 1873, which was passed in the year 2012 and 13 by the Manipur Legislative Assembly, should be implemented, he added.
Ngarang nahan akhoi Delhi da akanba movement changchali ngarang bhokta ari amuksu mo hayeng dagi economic blockade mitarani tawre tawriba economic blockade tawrisi makhoi bill si mayuktane hauji Manipur ki injiri karu dawa Manipur ki singmi tami kudimuna yaba aduga akhoi gi laiba akhoi gi nesona North East Student Organization su movement changchaliba Hujik Sangaliba, North East State Tareta, Bengal State Pandia Regulation 1873, Sanhan Gadabani, in airline public systems there, State Tareta Sangan Gadabani, Haiba, movement Sida, Manipur issue, Hanadi Sangal, movement, Ovenina, Masida joint Torokan Sanganba, Habase, Masi Akui, Asuma Kontang, or in Habasi Pang Low.
India will be the 35th nation to join the Missile Technology Control Regime MTCR, which oversees the prevention of proliferation of missile and UAV technology. India becoming a member of MTCR is expected to pave the way for increased defense trade and technology transfer between India and the US. India has already shown keen interest in purchasing armed drones from the US. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and US President Barack Obama in the meeting discussed defense cooperation, including the Make in India initiative and sharing of military technology. But the process for entry into the NSG remains an independent one. The Indo-US joint statement released soon after the meeting spoke of Obama welcoming India's application to join the NSG and reaffirmed that India is ready for the membership. The US has also called out to other NSC participating nations to support India's application. Recap of the headlines once again. Normal life in Valley districts. With that, we wrap up the bulletin. We'll be back with more updates in a short while.